Duke class of 2012, and this is my SLP story.
Notre Dame class of 2011, and this is my SLP story.
MIT Sloan 2012, and this is my SLP story.
Kellogg class of 2009, and this is my SLP story.
Kellogg class of 2012, and this is my SLP story.
Duke class of 2013, and this is my SLP story.
Chicago Booth class of 2012, and this is my SLP story.
One of the reasons I chose to come here to Sears Holdings was really about the culture. I felt that Sears Holdings presented a very unique entrepreneurial culture. Having been from an entrepreneurial background, I own my own businesses, I had a certain need to be free, if you will, free-willed. I needed to go out and be able to explore, and Sears Holdings, the culture here really allows you to do that.
Unlike more traditional general management programs, which are pretty set in terms of what you're going to do over 2 years, here you pretty much make up your own career. You can choose to go into finance or marketing or online or data and technology. You pretty much have the flexibility to chart your own path and your own career.
I think the SLP program is different than other leadership programs because you really have an opportunity to start working immediately. You're not wasting a year or two being trained. You actually get to get in and work on projects right away that have significant impact on EBITDA and results, and it's really exciting, and there's no lack of projects to work on.
I thought that I'd go back and get my MBA and learn a little more about entrepreneurship and maybe starting my own company someday. So I definitely knew I wanted to do something entrepreneurial. And you think Sears, maybe that's not the first thing you think of, but there are certain benefits to the program that certainly have fulfilled what I've been looking for in that world.
When I started to do some digging on retailers and where I wanted to be, Sears Holdings definitely stood out for many reasons. I mean, you talk about a company with such rich history and a company that's really helped build America, literally. You really see that not only does it have these great roots and all of this tradition and history and brand equity, but then it transfers forward, and there's this very forward-looking and very innovative and insightful place to be. You look at a lot of the places that we're going as a company, and it's all focused on this forward-looking piece of what does integrated retail look like, and how can we leverage our Shop Your Way rewards platform to really transform how retail is done.
We are very much a technology-oriented company. We think that that's the way to take back the leadership in the retail space that we traditionally have had. So there's a lot of work that is being done in the technology sphere, which is more akin to a startup in some ways.
Shop Your Way isn't just an awards program. It's really our entire strategy bundled into one. Nowadays, members can shop in-store, online, using their phone, using tablets, in a myriad of different ways. And what Shop Your Way does is it brings all of those things together into a consistent experience across channels.
So one of the benefits of SLP is that you're always working on the key initiatives for the company. Recently, I transitioned to a Director of Merchandise Strategy position, which allows me to combine both my merchandising and inventory management experience into one. In this role, I'm focusing on the drive areas of the store. Drive areas being defined as the product that you see at the registers, in aisle, and really how do we, select the product that goes into those areas, and then how do we make those areas more productive? So now, again, it's a dream job for me because I can really utilize a lot of the skill sets that I picked up as a buyer and translate them into this role where I'm really trying to make sure that the drive areas become more productive for the company.
Currently, I am the general manager for the Kmart.com business, so I manage a $250 million portfolio. This is a fantastic opportunity, something that I've always wanted to do. I have a background in e-commerce and CRM. The way the company is moving, we are becoming more and more personalized with a view towards talking one-on-one with our members. And that's where I hope to lead the business, make this a very profitable business, as well as something that connects with our members on a day-to-day basis and provide them the solutions that they need to do their shopping.
From day one, I got a sense for how big the expectations were. I walked into my senior executive's office, and he said to me, "Your job over the next 10 weeks is to find a way to profitably improve the customer experience for home appliances." He actually wanted me to deliver profits, not just a report, not just a recommendation, but he wanted me to get hands-on. And then he kicked me out of his office and said, "Get started." And I laugh about it now, but really he gave me some great guardrails, and it was up to me to apply all the things that I learned from business school and in my previous career to make a difference for a business unit in a really short period of time. He gave me a lot of support, he introduced me to the right people, and he challenged me in a number of ways that I couldn't have imagined. But in the end, not only did I come up with a solution that helped raise some sales in a set of test stores, but after I left, my project was actually implemented in every single Sears store in the company.
It exposed me to things that I've never been exposed to. The first was being able to run a multi-million-dollar business. This is something I've never done. So I knew I was going to gain skills I didn't have. The other thing was this was my first opportunity to manage over 100 people, something I was very excited to do. And lastly, I just love dealing with people. I wanted to be in the business, in the forefront, understanding what's happening, because I know that's where it all starts. It starts in the field.
So even though I have been given a project and have a manager who I need to report to, ultimately it's me. I own the project. That is, it doesn't get any more thrilling than that, to know that the buck stops here. If I don't execute on this, if I don't do what I need to do, it's not going to happen.
I was looking for a place that had great mentors because, as I was saying before, I think that leadership and mentorship is really essential to anyone growing their career. And I was looking for a place where they would be invested in growing me as much as I was invested in growing the company.
When we're recruiting for members of the Senior Leadership Program, we look for individuals who can demonstrate their ability to manage and lead through change. It's also important that we find individuals who can be very resilient. For us, coming into the organization, members of the Senior Leadership Program really need to embrace our transformational period. And for us, that means acting as change agents in the organization so that they can come in, lead through this change. And really, it's also important that we find individuals who embrace change and technology and use that technology in all of our businesses. Because we're a data-driven organization, it's critical that members of the Senior Leadership Program are comfortable with data and are very analytical in every single approach that they take to a problem.
To me, it's just a tremendous opportunity to really see the company at an enterprise level and to understand the decisions that are made and what our leaders focus on and understand thought processes and leadership styles. And it's just, every day is a tremendous opportunity, and I would not have that any other place.
Here at Sears Holdings, I think we have an incredible opportunity to make a difference. And the way I look at it, when we win and when we transform the company, I will have been a part of some of the most important initiatives. That's what the SLP program does for me. And a year after joining the company, I know that to be true. And when I look at those same other classmates, I know they haven't had the same experiences or opportunities that I've had in just 12 months. It was a no-brainer. This was the right place for me, and a lot of that is because of the SLP program.